Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go! 70, Indy. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Let's go.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
60 out
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll run with Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D.
On 2nd and 9. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry now for Thompson. Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Stop here, D. Get it.
Tannehill hands to Drake. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they're split right there.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these guys moving really fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On 1st down, Lawson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Hey, orbit.
Back to throw. Lawson. 20. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Let's go.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly... yards, 29 officially.
Tight, 280. 43. Check, 43. Hey, defense. Hey. Alert. Got it. Tighten up. 43.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold it.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Down. 50, plant, X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
On first down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ready, set. 54. Mike, 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill going deep here for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he rifles one incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Run it. Here we go. Under 10. 66. Run it. SOS. Watch out. Hey, switch gears. Fair. 52. Smoke tank. Alert. Come. Delta. Tempo.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So now first and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Bang out. Bam. It's just me.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, but it'll be second and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now a first down for their fullback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
I got you. Watch that. 14.
Here's Penny. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Showing me I have a little confidence in them, and letting the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Thompson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's caught by Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. 22 jet bomber. Hey, wahoo.
Here's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Daniels able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go. The football led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line. 280. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming. 14. Run it. Check out route. Hot.
Penny, a first down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't. Move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check right. 43 is the mic.
36 power.
Check. 43. Who that? Good job right there. Slam.
Now Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Gun. Front it. 23 is the Mike. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Switch. Gun, 4 down. 3 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check. Trot. I'm on. 43 is the Mike.
Now Wilson. Going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Alert. Hey, 4 down. 52. Front left. Orbit. 52. Man, that's Friday.
To throw again is Wilson. That's caught by Jennings. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Let's go, baby.
It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards on the ground. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now it's Rosen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 15. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Check. Check nine. Shoot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. Probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong. 12. Check. 12. 552. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, they're scared. Jim. Front left.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
315. 36 power. I'm coming.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
He's got a man, complete, 30, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever term.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out this far.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Man, you ain't the only one, bro. Russell Wilson throwing the ball to Egypt. I don't know, bro. Since they put out this latest patch, this shit been funny. It's been funny as hell. I'm 1-3, bro. That's all I got to say. I'm 1-3, man. I'm like, yo, Russell Wilson act like a fucking rookie out here.
Now 2nd and 4.
I hear you, man. I'm doing the same thing, bro. Look at this shit. Like, look. Oh!
Let's check in with our referee.
That nigga hell, he grabbed you.
Flag for the contact, pass interference.
It's like for some reason when you play in bad weather, if it's raining or snowing, since the latest patch. Since the latest patch, when it's raining or snowing, it's like these dudes are stupid, man.
That's because you spent too much time.
I mean, holding everything, bro. I thought something was wrong with your controller, but I'm like, damn, I'm missing.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10.
I missed the 4-yard field goal. I'm like, what? Like a 4-yard field goal. I was laughing I wanted to get mad, but I said, yeah, I'm just gonna laugh this shit off because this is comical. This don't even make no sense. I don't know what they did on this latest patch. But they did something, man. This shit ain't right.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. 52.
Yeah. Look at this. These niggas falling down.
Flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time.
Hey, when you draft,
now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL.
Hey, last week when I played, man, I outplayed the dude. Still got the damn win. Every time I put the ball in the air, hold it. I was just like, shit.
This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I was talking to one of my homeboys. He was telling me when your guy's holding like that, you got to develop you got to really focus your run game and work off the play action. He said because they just gonna keep holding on big ass plays.
First down, Miami.
Right, yeah.
Start the drive, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge of the hunt. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star.
Good play.
Someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
For sure, but the other shit, I can't begin to tell you what's going on, man.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 40.
You didn't even throw it to him, did you?
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw.
Hey.
This one was kind of up for grabs. It's going to come down to the wrong team.
I was like, wait, because he did the same. Russell Wilson did that same shit last week, bro. I tapped the fucking damn button and he threw a bullet. He thought.
Power shot, Penny. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Like something going on. I'm calling a blast, and this motherfucker is running. He's running like it's a counter. I'm like, it's not a fucking counter.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go 14. Alert. Hot seven. Cut. 43 is the mic.
Here's Wilson. That's complete to his
Why are you jumping in the air to catch a fucking 5-yard route?
Down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A nice 1st down pick.
Nah, you ain't.
6. Under a minute to go in this
Dang,
third quarter.
I'm barely moving the ball, man.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah. And that's what I did after I lost. I lost to this. I lost.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I lost.
To the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now.
Right.
This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Coach Ford would have loved that.
I had to draft my team. I had to draft a new free agency to beat the damn Cardinals because I'm like, dude, nowhere in the world Kyler Murray is running around here playing better than Russell Wilson.
Now again, right side. It's Carson,
shit.
and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson.
You don't have your coaching adjustments on like aggressive hit or anything like that, do you?
Seahawks capitalize on the short field as
Turn that off. That's why.
for 6.
That's why. Leave it on balance, man. I never touch the tackling. I never touch the stripping. When you put the stripping on conservative, you get more face mask than on balance. I leave everything on balance except for. Oh, okay. But that shit, they ain't got that shit right since they put it in the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Just play on balance, huh?
This will be taken to the back of the end
Yeah.
zone.
Only thing I do is put it on speed. That's it. I put my corners on speed. Put my passes on the fast. That's the only thing I touch.
To the 33-yard
And I still get torched. So it don't really matter. It's probably...
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen. And this is going to wind up.
Who's your quarterback, Rosen?
The coverage there too strong on the deep.
He overthrowing everybody. At least the ones that really matter. Hey, I had a decent season last year. This year, bro, 1-3 start. I'm like killing it. I'm getting work. And the dudes I beat last year, they working me, bro. They working me. I can't do nothing.
To throw is Tannehill. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's complete. Stills. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
I like Tannehill. I had Tennessee in another league, and Mariota got hurt in week 4. He was out for 8 weeks. Bro, Tannehill balled the hell out.
They can't hang with us.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up.
Yeah, that was on you.
Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating.
Yeah, I just let it be. I just sit back and let it roll, man. If it don't go, it don't go. I'd rather take the sack and throw a pick.
By being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot.
When I'm in holes like this, I go straight to a pound game. I just big formations, 3 tight ends.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out.
Try to do more play action out of that shit. Anything.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And his crew will take
I got the shooter clock there.
ball at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Defense, let's go.
On the run, it's Penny. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Come on now.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All right. I don't be trying to have nobody say, oh.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the guy. Here we go.
Penny. And he will not be denied.
I saw it.
Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
But I was looking at your team earlier, man. I mean, you got some good pieces. Your defense got some good pieces. I'm going to give you that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Yeah.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way.
Got it deep.
And I can't wait to see when they decide to do it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, you had him deep. You had him.
He was looking that time for Stills. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely.
I saw when it developed. I said, oh, he got him deep.
Last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Penny running right.
Did you try to hit stick, man?
And inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead.
It do piss you off, I ain't gonna lie.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh no, because you know your gap assignment, or you know your zone. You stay in your area. Everybody got a job to do. Everybody got a job to do.
To the 33-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
Well, you got rid of that.
And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So
I just wish that they gonna call a face mask. Let me see the face mask.
Talk about a play.
Just don't make it. Just don't make it up, man.
Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Tannehill. And Stills bringing it in. And he takes this just a
Did he bobble that?
shy of the red zone before going out.
Oh no, he caught it. I thought he bobbled it at first.
Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Stills the intended target.
I ain't got no money. I'm about to lose.
And I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week.
Don't worry. I ain't got no money next year. I'm about to lose all these guys. Oh, they ain't going to be a free agent.
When you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
I think you should. This is season 2. You should have almost like a little bit over $100 million in cap. Yeah. Yep. You got a lot of cap. What up? What up?
Football as we march toward a they've got a second down.
Hey, that. What I did this past season, I signed a bunch of 60 overall players, but their attribute was good. So I got
he's still rumbling, isn't he?
Yeah, it just developed. Yeah.
But you and I both know.
And you'll have them for the long haul because you'll get them dirt cheap.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good.
I did the same thing, man.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49.
Yeah.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Bro, I got my 2 outside linebackers. They just got into the 70s, but before they was like 60, 50, like high 59, 60, and they just got into the 60s. I mean the 70s, but shit, they got 88 speed, 90 acceleration. That's hey. And I got them for 7 years. I locked them in long term too. I get long-term contracts. And it was pennies on the and it was pennies on the dollar. That's why I'm sucking right now. They're gonna suck this year.
It's got to be priority 1.
52. 52's the mic. 95, 95.
I look in the chat. I'm like, dude, why you quit, man? He just bounced. He's like, man. I was just like, oh my god. And then the dudes is crying. Then it ain't fair. If I get a forced win, I'm disqualified from getting my bonus. I'm like, dude, it's an active bonus. I'm not gonna give it to you if you ain't playing your game.
Just gave up that play.
So the victory for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3.